We know Mrs. Bennett, or at least we think we do. The anxious mother, the embarrassing scenes at balls, the obsession with marriage that makes everyone around her uncomfortable.
We fully expect a most advantageous marriage.
But the 2026 BBC series, The Other Bennet Sister, does something nobody expected. It takes Mrs. Bennet seriously, not as a joke, not as comic relief, as a villain. And that one decision changes everything.
Mr. Bennett, have you heard? Netherfield Park is let at last.
Before we get into today's video, I made something. It's a Notion budget template based on Elinor Dashwood. Every expense is either Elinor, things you need, or Marion, things you really can't justify but buy anyway. At the end of the month, one question: would she approve? It's called Sense and Spending. Link in the description. Okay, let's go. I've covered Mrs. Bennet on this channel before. Link in the description. The short version, she's not just a nervous mother. She's a CEO running a ruthless operation. Her daughters aren't children, they're assets with a depreciation timeline. Marriage isn't a choice, it's a survival strategy. Austen wrote her this way on purpose. Mrs. Bennet is a product of a system that gave women no other options. Her panic is logical. Her methods are just loud. That's Austen's Mrs. Bennet. Calculating, limited, and ultimately sympathetic.
You have no compassion on my poor nerves.
You mistake me, my dear. I have a high respect for your nerves.
Now, forget all of that. In the 2026 series, Mrs. Bennet doesn't just manage her daughters, she ranks them. And Mary is at the bottom. Not because Mary did something wrong, but because Mary doesn't fit the plan.
Although I had not found my own best quality, I was quite sure that I would.
She's bookish, where Mrs. Bennet wants charming. She's earnest, where Mrs. Bennet wants strategic. She reads philosophy while her sisters practice their smiles. In Mrs. Bennet's world, a daughter's value is measured by her marriageability, and Mary, awkward, serious, bespectacled Mary, scores 0.
Until the day my mother's true opinion of me was confirmed.
Mary has an awfully ruddy complexion. She does not have the complexion of her sisters, that is true. And she is clumsy, ungainly, maladroite, as they say. 4 good marriages will have to do. I only hope she does not ruin her sister's chances.
But here's what makes it darker than just neglect. Mrs. Bennet doesn't just ignore Mary the way you ignore furniture. She ignores Mary the way you ignore a mirror showing you something you don't want to see. Mary is everything Mrs. Bennet fears. The woman who doesn't fit, who can't perform, who exists outside the narrow definition of what a woman is supposed to be. So she doesn't just overlook Mary, she excludes her systematically from childhood until Mary grows up understanding that her mother's love has conditions and she will never meet them. Ruth Jones plays this with real precision.
Mary was to visit the optician.
Yes, but I did not know that she would actually need to wear glasses.
You seem to forget, my dear, that I wear spectacles myself.
But she is a woman.
This isn't the shrieking Mrs. Bennet of 1995. This is something quieter and more damaging. A coldness, a preference for other daughters that's never explained and never apologized for. And this is where Austen and the 2026 series fundamentally split. Austen's camera was always wide, observational, a little cold. She used Mrs. Bennet to expose what a society does when it tells women their only value is who they marry.
Miss Lucas is married and settled, and one of my own daughters. I expect you've heard of it. Indeed, you must have read it in the papers.
Yes, indeed.
The joke was never really about Mrs. Bennet. It was about the system that made her. The Other Bennet Sister moves the camera right up to Mary's face. It asks, what does it actually feel like to be the daughter nobody chose? Austen's answer was a punchline, a piano scene, a girl who plays too long while everyone wishes she'd stop.
Boughs will cover thee,
Hadlow's answer is a wound, something that shapes a person for life. Austen was writing social critique. Hadlow is writing personal trauma. One asks what society does to women, the other asks what a mother does to a daughter. Both are real, both are valid, but they are not the same story, and they require completely different cameras. There's a quote from Ella Brucoleri, the actress who plays Mary in the series. "Someone told me Lizzie Bennet is who Jane Austen wants to be. Mary Bennet is who she's afraid she is." Austen never gave Mary her own story. In 6 novels, she wrote women who were overlooked and underestimated. Anne Elliot, Franny Price, Elinor Dashwood, women with rich inner lives that nobody around them could see. And then there's Mary, who also reads too much, who also doesn't fit, who Austen kept as a background character, a joke for the entire novel. Maybe because Mary was too close, too uncomfortable. Writing Mary's pain would have meant zooming in on something Austen spent her whole career keeping at a careful, ironic distance. Hadlow did what Austen couldn't or wouldn't do. The Other Bennet Sister is not what Austen wrote, and that's exactly the point. It takes the woman Austen used for comic relief and asks, without irony, without distance, what her life actually cost her. It takes the mother Austen kept safely in the background and moves her into close-up. Whether Austen would have approved, I genuinely don't know, but I think that's the more interesting question. Tell me in the comments, does this kind of retelling honor what Austen was doing, or does it fundamentally change it? And if it changes it, is that a problem? I'm Sana. This is Monica's Pie. Stay sharp. See you in the next one.